3 new attitudes that make a man want you badly. He won't be able to get enough of you. Now, women are my greatest teacher. So I want to tell you a story. This is my lens of some amazing attitudes that really drew me towards a woman that I think would be helpful to you. So let me tell you the story. It's COVID times. We've had a phone call, a Zoom date, an in-person date, and now we are on our 4th date. And I set up this lovely hike in Glendale. So we're going on the hike, and it's going to be 5.5 miles, which for her and I, that is a mildly easy hike for us. That should be no problem. Now, we're having a great time, and I look at my watch, which tracks steps, and I do the math, and I'm like, we've done nothing but go up. We've done no going down, and we've done nothing but go straight, and it's supposed to be a loop. We're at 5 miles, and we're supposed to be done at 5.5 miles. So I'm like, crap, this isn't good. And so I packed us food and water, and I prepared for, a little over a 5-mile hike. So in case we got a little lost, I was a little over prepared. Anyway, we were running low on water. We're running low on food, and now we're really far away. And guess what? It's starting to get dark. So I'm like, oh boy, awesome. My 4th date, and I'm going to kill this poor lady. Great. And I really like her. So I grabbed this guy who's on an e-bike, just zooming by us. I'm like waving him down. And I'm like, dude, how the heck do we get down from here? How do we get to our car? And he's like, just keep going that way, and you're going to be really far from your car, but you can order an Uber. I'm like, perfect. So then we keep going that way, and now it's really starting to get dark. It's been another 4 miles, and we're does not appear to be very close to getting to a road. And so I'm freaking out. Now we're really out of water, out of food, and it's not good. Anyway, she is nothing but a positive attitude. So one of my 3 attitudes, she is just happy, bubbly, having a great time. She's like, oh, we're going to make it. It's going to be fun. I'm having a great time with you. This is going to be the best story ever. So she's just still having a great time. I'm starting to get a little grumpy, like, I'm over this hike. I'm like 10 miles in. I'm like, I'm done. So then we get a little further, and then this pops up. The guy on the e-bike wrote my name and pointed that way so we wouldn't get lost, so that we'd get home. So I text the guy, his name's Jamie, and I text Jamie, I'm like, you are the man, and I sent him a picture of his sign, and I go, thank you, this is so great, we're going to get home. And like, whew, we're out of water, thank you so much. So then we go another mile or 2, and now it's pretty dark. And I'm like, whew. And we started finally going down. So I'm like, we must be getting closer. But we don't see a road. So I'm texting with Jamie. And this guy's a total hero. And he's like, I'm going to drive you home. Like, text me your location. I got you. So a little bit longer, he starts walking towards us. He's like, I'm going to walk towards you. He shows up with his wife. And we're about half a mile from his car. He walked to get us, and then he walks us back to his car, and then drives us to a car. So Jamie, if you watch this, you are a freaking hero. You saved our lives. And everyone watching this, there are good Samaritans. There are people that care. Like, I didn't know this guy, and he waited around, saved our lives. So pretty cool. Anyway, right after the sign, to go backwards, she is so bubbly, so happy, so fun, such a positive attitude. So our 2 are positive attitude and fun. She asked me to skip with her. She links arms with me, and we are skipping when we are literally on mile 9 or 10 on this hike. We're pretty tired, but she doesn't care. She's like, let's just have fun. She is having fun with me. She's happy to be with me. She doesn't care that we're in the middle of what's now a pretty cold place in California. She's happy. Now I need to backtrack in the story some more. Probably around mile 3 or 4, we got to one of the highest peaks of this hike. And you know, it's COVID times. It's our fourth date. I had no intention of kissing this woman. I just figured, you know, that'll happen at some point. She had other plans. At the top of this hike, where we take a little break and we're like standing on this little pedestal thing, and we got a 360-degree view of LA, and it's just breathtaking. And so I go behind her and I'm giving her like a little hug. It's like kind of windy. I'm trying to keep her warm. And she puts herself in a position to win. And this is attitude number 3. She goes for what she wants. She wants to win. She's ready to win. She's going for it. She spins around and puts her face like an inch from mine, clearly communicating, Mike, you better kiss me right now. And the people pleaser in me, and a man who, quite frankly, really wanted to kiss her, had an amazing, passionate kiss with this woman that I probably will never forget. On the top of this mountain, making out with this beautiful woman after a 4-mile hike, you know, the endorphins. So absolutely magical. And a fun story. We almost died. We got back to our car. We lived. And imagine 11 miles when you were expecting 5 miles. I'm sure you get this story. Anyway, to come full circle on this story, the 3 things that stuck with me about this woman was, even in adversity, where if we didn't get out of there, we could actually die. Positive attitude, having the time of our life. Fun, skipping. And then 3, she is an independent, sexy, go-getter woman who, when she wants to kiss, she goes and makes it happen. So those are the 3 attitudes. That is my story. And this whole story, I guarantee you I will have up here for a long time, because so many emotions were charged in this story that it really made what would have been a routine hiking date something amazingly special. So do me a favor, if you enjoyed the story, I'd love to hear what you think of it in the comments. And I hope this was helpful, because I loved telling this story. I think it was pretty beautiful for me. And I love all of you. And if you want to watch more content, we'll put some videos up there and there. As always, I love you. I hope this dating advice is helpful. And we'll see you next time.